Yo, what up? This your boy DJ 250, Kings Building Kings. I got my man Da, my man Dre, and it's about to go down. So check it out. This topic is, how do you choose the person that you date? Do you have a lot of options? What is it about that person that you look for in dating? And like, what are you really looking for as a male? Because a lot of times, females know what they want, or kind of know what they want, and in today's time, it's hard to really get what you want for male or female. So, Dad, we're gonna start with you because my buddy right here already got it all figured out. He got it all figured. Dre got it all figured out.
I want him to tell that story again, but anyway.
Which one?
The one you was talking about, the culture and environment, and remember that?
Oh, yeah.
What is more essential?
Yeah.
Culture,
I wanted to kind of talk about that. But
or the environment.
Right.
When it comes to choosing a female or meeting a female. What would you? Well, it can be.
Well,
it can be, because if she's in an environment where she believes, and it's just my opinion, I don't need a man to do anything, but I'll have a man. Versus, well, this is how we handle things in our culture. That's what I mean.
I feel in the culture where your parents and family choose who you marry. What is that called again? An arranged marriage.
Right.
I've actually put a post about arranged marriages, and I feel those work out more. Cause one time I had videotaped a wedding, and one of the things I remember they said from this point on, any female you look at as you would look a family member or aunt, but not look at another female intimately. And I thought that was deep, because why I feel like a lot of American marriages fail, because a lot of people are not even ready to get married. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say if you get married young, a lot of the time it's not gonna work. But if you have that real commitment, like I said, it don't mean that arranged. But like I said, I feel like the statistics on arranged marriages work more than American marriages.
Do they?
I would have to look into that. I really don't know.
Here's one thing I would say. I've always said this, as far as and this goes across the board with work ethic, morality. Whenever you try to legislate something that should be natural, I think that's where you get into trouble. I think that when you write laws to legislate something that should be natural, there's something within us that makes us want to move outside of that. And I give the example of I was talking to somebody about the Dark Knight movie. And in the Dark Knight, basically if you break it down, screw the names, but you break it down to 3 personalities. Batman, the rule follower. Joker, the rule breaker or the lawless one. Then you got Harvey Dent, and that's the guy that follows the rules but breaks the rules when he feels necessary. And the reality of it, to me, is that the Joker is there to prove to you that given a chance, you're going to break those rules. That's what he's there to do. And so therefore, if you arrange a marriage and you tell somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you should never look at nobody, this, that, and the next thing, well, what good is you telling somebody that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that I agree more strongly with the cultural aspect, because culture is a code to me. And a code is hard-coded into you. It's you could try to get outside of it, but you're always going to go back to it.
It's almost like dating outside your race. It sounds like... is that similar? Because I feel like dating outside your race is a code for certain families. So a lot of the time, a person is not going to go outside of that because it's a code of being family.
I don't know. I really don't know. I can't really speak to that. But what I would say is that is this, that I think that every generation updates the code. So we have a generation.
Modify it in some way.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, certain things that we grew up on in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm a 70s baby. I was born in 71. You know what I'm saying? We kind of, it doesn't apply to today. You know what I'm saying? And so the younger generation, I try to be patient with them. Like, you know, I got 3 millennial children. And I listen to what they say, and I kind of analyze how they deal with things. And I try to be as flexible as possible, because I understand we're moving into the age of Aquarius. And I was born in the age of Pisces. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, Pisces is about structure. It's about law. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Aquarius is about, you know, it's about moving outside of the circle. And so therefore, to me, when it comes to picking, I'm gonna choose culture, because I think culture is a better predictor of the person's behavior and how they're gonna act. I think that we don't be knowing that when we're younger, so we choose according to environment and external things. And as we get older,
attraction, money, what they have on.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
This is the ideal woman is this.
Right.
Based on my environment, based on the type of
Who you
people
want to
I've
be
seen
seen
together.
with.
Correct.
Okay.
But as I got older and I met someone that was about culture, it wasn't about the arranged marriage. It was like, well, this is what we do in our culture when it comes to men. Really? It seemed weird, but when it was broken down to me, I said, oh,
it made more sense.
It made sense. For example, this 13-year-old girl, just talking, she's talking about the Bible and everything, and she said, the 10 commandments are okay, but I don't follow them. I said, why? She said, you have everything that deals with physical. You cannot find in any of the 10 commandments where it says thou shalt not think a certain way. A lot of us have committed certain acts just with the thought. We just have to build up enough heart to manifest it. When you're dealing with the culture, it's not about the physical. It's about the mental.
What's right, yeah.
When you build that mental, it's a manifestation that's brought out through the flesh.
Let me ask both of y'all this: do y'all feel like a lot, like some of the females in hip hop of today, like kind of destroy a whole lot, like just not saying destroy all the relationships in
You're
general?
trying to get us in trouble on camera.
Yeah,
now.
we did.
But-
It's over now.
I mean, it's like Cardi said, broke dudes don't deserve no. I know that's right, and it's like they live by that. So
I don't think so.
a lot of females in their like 20s, early 30s, even early 40s are heavily influenced by that.
No. Oh, let me clarify what I'm saying. I don't think the singers and
Because
rappers
Cardi
live
ain't the
by
only
that.
stripper. It's a couple of them out there.
Right. I don't think that the singers and rappers who sing that stuff live by that. I think the listeners live by that, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So in other words, they're grabbing the essence from that song or those songs and justifying their behavior. But as you get older, it all changes anyway. Let me just say and be very frank that I'm not a morality guy. I never was, I never will be. Even as a preacher, I was a morality guy. I don't preach morality, I don't talk morality. What I found disturbingly as I got older is everybody who preached that morality shit was not living by it.
Absolutely.
It's a method of control. And it's you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And as I've always said, I live by the code of civilization, which is I do what I feel like doing as long as it doesn't harm you.
Right.
And if you do what you do, as long as it doesn't harm me, then we can kind of coexist in society. It's when what I do harms you, that's a violation. So whatever it is you into, I don't care, you got a right to be into that, and I respect you as long as you conduct it where you at and it doesn't affect somebody else. The problem occurs when what you're into affects other people. So when you was talking about pedophilia earlier, we can say, well, how do you judge pedophiles? Because it affects somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, for me, I think that, again, culture is the best predictor of the outcome, because if you know a person was born in a certain culture and you study that culture, then you can see that the people in that culture, they do this. And the crazy thing about it is that, what does the Bible say? Train up a child and they won't depart from it. You can go and say, Cardi says this or Megan says that, and then your culture will bring you right back to, as I got older, I started acting like my mom again. As I got older, I started acting like my father again. I tell you, when I was younger, I lived with my mom until like maybe I was in this, my second year in high school. My second year in high school, I got too old and started getting flipped with the mouth from my mom. And my dad engineered a situation where I went to go live with him for a little while. I had my fly, my shit, I had my polo, you know what I mean? My Tommy Hilfiger, all that other stuff that I worked for. It wasn't that time yet.
Cross colors was popping in 92, 93.
I know, I'm older than
got
y'all.
a couple
This
of
is the
years.
80s.
Yeah.
I was in college when cross colors came
You had
out.
the Lee patches and all that.
Or
Yeah.
word up
Yeah.
until somebody decided that Lee's was out illegal. And then anyway, that's another story. But anyway, long story short, I went over to my dad's house, but I didn't have all my clothes because I got thrown out. My dad took me over to New Jersey, took me to Kmart to shop. You know what I'm saying? I was horrified, son. I was horrified. I was like, what the you know what I'm saying? It was like $50 sneakers or whatever. I was used to having $60, $70 sneakers.
Right.
Yeah.
That experience changed me forever. Yes, I do buy decent suits and shoes, but there's something in my mind, I can't go above a certain price.
Right.
When I buy shirts or whatever, I can't go above that's my dad's culture.
When they had the Spike Lee Jordans, I was gonna get those. They was like 175.
I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my life.
Me neither. I never.
I had a pair, but I brought them from someone, and for like $40.
Big shout to Ewins. Me and Dre love Ewins.
Yeah.
We got a couple
yeah.
of flavors. That's what we doing.
Oh, yeah.
And the Deodoras, Feli's, all the old school kicks.
I remember
I have a pair of Feli's now, but they're only $50.
my son. I'm not going to mention which one. He had a pair of very expensive shoes. Very expensive. He worked. He brought them himself. He earned them. I said, how can I teach him economic responsibility? Then it dawned on me, let's go out to eat. Yeah, just brought the shoes. Went out, eating, well, ordered. I said, so do you have your half? He's like, no, I thought, no.
I know what sentence was then.
Those shoes that you're wearing can't feed you. Then it clicked.
Yeah.
Right now, he'll squeeze a quarter so hard the eagle will scream. It was just that.
I know that because that son have taken me out to dinner twice.
Yeah.
Like I literally met him at the thing. We showed up at 2. He was with his lady too, and he told the waiter, "I got his too." That's the kind of man he is. He's like, "I got his too." Didn't even ask me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a final thought. What's the final thought? Wait.
It's at 12, so I guess.
Oh yeah. Yo, we about to do the next topic. We're already on number 3. Peace.